A unique count, also called a distinct count, represents the number of unique values in a range. There are several ways to generate a count of unique values in Excel, and one of the most common ways is to use a pivot table. However, that requires the source data to be stored in the data model, and that in itself presents challenges. Many Excel users have never heard of the data model, and if you're a Mac user or you use Excel for the web, those two platforms don't even support the data model. In this video, I'm going to create a unique count by using a formula. I'll end up with something that looks like a pivot table but isn't a pivot table. And as an added bonus, I'm going to create a filled map chart from the numbers generated from the formula. Whilst you can create some types of chart from pivot tables, a filled map chart isn't one of them. One caveat to this solution is that it uses several functions that are available only in Excel 365 and Excel 2021. If you want to follow along, you can download a copy of the demo file from the link in the description below. So first of all, what do I mean by a unique count, or distinct count as it's sometimes called? In this example, the data in columns A to D relates to a fictitious company's European stores. We can see that, for example, they have 5 stores in France. I've used the COUNTIFs function to calculate the values in column G. So for France, count the number of times the value in F2 appears in the range C2 to C13. But for this report, we're interested in how many different cities those stores are in. They have 2 stores in Paris, 2 stores in Bordeaux, and 1 store in Marseille. Paris, Bordeaux, Marseille. That's 3 different cities. The COUNTIFs function won't work for that, so I need to take a different approach. Remember, I'm trying to replicate a pivot table, so before I even get to the count, how do I generate a list of countries in alphabetical order? I use this formula in F2. The unique function generates a list of items from a range, in this case C2 to C13, and it excludes the duplicates. The sort function sorts the list generated by the unique function into A to Z order. Because the unique function and the sort function are dynamic array functions, a new type of function that was added to Excel in 2020, rather than entering the formula into F2 and copying it down, I entered it into F2, and as long as the cells below were empty, the result of the formula, which is 4 values from column C, spill into the neighbouring cells. Now I'll do the formula to count the number of cities, and this is the formula that I'm going to use. Let's break it down bit by bit. I'll start with the filter function. For the demo, I've removed the formula in F2 and replaced it with the word France, which I've manually typed in, and I've done that because I want to focus on just one country. The filter function returns the values from column B, where column C is equal to what's in F2. So in other words, it returns all the cities where the column C is France. Like sort and unique, the filter function is a dynamic array function, so the values generated by it spill down column G. To remove the duplicates, I wrap the filter function inside the unique function. As I explained before, unique returns a list of values without the duplicates. To get the count, I wrap the function that I've just created inside a COUNTA function. COUNTA counts the number of items returned by, in this case, the unique filter combination. I've added the sort and unique function back into F2 to get the names of the countries. To get the number of cities for the other countries, I simply need to copy the formula that's in G2 down to G3, 4 and 5. But before I do that, I need to make the references to columns B and C absolute using the dollar signs, because when the formula is copied down for the other countries, I want it to retain the references to those ranges. But what about the chart? Well, all I have to do is select F1 to G5 and click Insert Maps Field Map. Obviously, what I have is a very basic chart, but I can delete the legend, I can add data labels, I can change the colours and so on. But I just wanted to show you creating a basic map chart from the data, which, as I said at the start of the video, you can't create that type of chart from a pivot table. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel for more Excel tips and tricks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, have an excellent day.